factorize 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. So the very first step would be to write it in standard form. So we have p of x, which is equal to 2 into y cube plus 1 into y square minus 2 into y minus 1. Second step is using factor theorem. So we have to check if the coefficient of x, in this case y cube, if it's equal to 1. Clearly it's not, right? It is 2. So what you have to do is take 2 common. So how do you take 2 common? Simple. All you have to do is divide with 2 and write it over here. So 2 divided by 2 is y cube, 1y cube, plus 1 divided by 2 is half y square, minus 2 divided by 2 is 1y minus half. And now find the factors of the constant half. Half is divisible by plus or minus 1, plus or minus half, and plus or minus 1 by 4, and plus or minus 2. Of course there are a lot of it, but we are not going to write all of them. So we just, again, we'll try with this. If you're not getting the within this combination, then we'll search the other combinations. So let's begin with plus. I think plus is a good thing to start off with, plus 1. So if I take y to be 1, 1, 1, 1, so you can clearly see 1 and minus 1, plus 1, plus half and minus half, they will get cancelled. So let's pick y is equal to 1. And so we can go back to this itself, not an issue. 2 into y cube plus 1 into 1 square minus 2 into 1 minus 1. Clearly this is 0. So once this is established, you can tell, therefore y minus 1 is a factor. Factor of what? P of y. So let's verify this. How will you verify this? Simple. Find the 0 of y minus 1. So by equating y minus 1 to be equal to 0, so y is equal to 1. So you can clearly see, since both of this p of y and this particular polynomial have the same 0, and this is a linear equation, so as per factor theorem, you can tell y minus 1 can divide p of y with a remainder 0. Okay. So next step is taking common. So we have p of x is equal to, go back to this expression itself, p of y, sorry. Again, if you guys can't do this, do your division. Plus 1y square minus 2y minus 1. So we have to take common y minus 1 from pretty much all of these terms. So we can do so by splitting the middle two terms. So we start with 2y cube. Remember, I need y plus 1. Sorry, y minus 1. So I'll end up with, see, if I take y from this, I'll be left out with 2y square. So 2y square has to be the one which has to be taken common. So this has to be by default 2y square, right? 2y square minus 1 is minus 2y square. So I'm just doing the reverse method. Okay, so I know the final answer. I'm writing this post understanding what I need. So next step is we need two terms which when added should give me 1y square. So and that will be plus 3y square. And here too I need y minus 1, remember. So what should I take? Plus 3y. Plus 3y into y is 3y square. And at last what should I what should I write over here so that I get minus 1 minus 3y, right? Plus 3y minus 1 is minus 3y. Does it make sense? Okay. So now minus 3y plus what will give me minus 2y plus 1y, is it not? And what is remaining? Minus 1. So again I need y minus 1. So I'll take plus 1 common and I have y minus 1 in all the terms. First, second and the third. So if I take y minus 1 common, I'll be left out with 2y square plus 3y plus 1. Okay. And at last we will be doing our fourth step, splitting middle term of g of x is equal to g of y actually is equal to 2y square plus 3y plus 1. So we need two numbers which when multiplied will give me 2 into 1 and when added should give me 3. So we have the factors of 2 is plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2. So 2 1s are 2 is one of the possibilities. So plus 2 plus 1 is plus 2 when multiplied, when added plus 3. So we have the right split. So 2y plus 1y plus 1. And so what is common between this two? 2y, and you have y plus 1. And between this two, 1 y plus 1. And so we have 2y plus 1 into y plus 1. And thus we have the final answer. P of y is a combination of 2y plus 1 into y plus 1 and y minus 1. And that is your final answer. Okay. So let's do the extra bit, talking about the zeros of this. So this is minus half, and this is minus 1, and this is plus 1. Okay, is it so? Let's verify using our graph. I already typed in the expression. Let's simulate this, and we can see, right? So this is your x-axis. Let me arrange this first. Minus 1, 1, and this looks to be half. Okay, so it's between minus 1 and 0, and if I scroll over there, you can see it's half. Right, so we have the right answer. And you can see it is curving 2 times since it's cubic, and it's crossing the x-axis 3 times. Maximum is 3 times. Sometimes it will cross 2 times, sometimes it will just cross once. So all this is different possibilities. And this is your answer.